Hey YouTube, back with another video. This one coming a little bit late in the day. We are on a long streak of every single day having a video, so I wanted to make sure to get one out. I just got back from RLCS Worlds, so I've been a bit behind. We'll have we had a stream today, so we'll have show matches coming in the next couple days, and hopefully we'll get back on track. But today, I said, what do I want to watch today? You know, we want to make a quick video. What's my favorite thing to watch? Well, I think it's Nwpo in ones. Right now, Nwpo in ones is probably the most exciting thing I feel there is to watch in Rocket League. So I decided to just pull up his two most recent 1v1s and have a go for it. He's going to be playing here against Ashley, and then he's going to play against Toxic in the second game in Ranked. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what's in the future for Nwpo, because he has shown such great success recently in the RLCS, and I'm wondering, will he be on the same team come the future? I mean, we talked, tons of stuff is happening right now in the offseason of RLCS. People talking about all these teams that should change. I don't think we'll see the World Champions change, but other than that, probably everybody else is on the table, depending on who becomes available for different teams. So, will Nwpo join the Falcons? I'm not saying it's impossible. I think there's a chance they could. The Falcons did win 9 out of 9 regionals, so it'd be interesting to see if that was not enough, just because their World's performance wasn't first place like I think they were probably hoping for. But maybe we'll see him alongside the new twins as well. Maybe we'll just see him back with Cola, because Cola was looking very good. But I do think there's going to be so many changes over the coming months. And there's going to be tons of 1v1s in the process. You guys know it's time for 1v1 on season. It's the off season for RLCS. It's finally the on season for 1v1. Nwpo rocking the version 1 decal. Maybe trying to channel a bit of beast mode. I know if you combined Nwpo and beast mode together, I think you get easily the best player in the world. So they are at the top of their game. Nwpo, the wave dash, not able to get this past Ashley. By the way, we haven't had Ashley on in a while, but he does play with one arm. I think there's a chance that maybe some new viewers since last time we've had Ashley who don't know about him. Ashley has only one arm. He plays with his arm and his chin, but he plays so well and he's so mechanical that I think it has long since been agreed. The only thing holding Ashley back in terms of one's prowess or making it into the RLCS is what holds anybody back. It's really hard to do. It has nothing to do with the fact that he has to play with his chin, because he has just shown to be a mechanical monster. So, in case you didn't know that fact about Ashley, people don't really talk about it much, because I do think it's, you know, not the most important part about Ashley's play. He's so talented. Oh my goodness, look at the double wave dash. Or sorry, the double reset into the wave dash. Pop it past Ashley. Yeah, anyways, he's so talented that it is just, you know, a side note to his ability in Rocket League. Nwpo just baiting Ashley in, playing quicker than Ashley expects, which is exactly what Nwpo specializes in. I feel like as he's grinded more ranked ones maybe, or played more show matches, we've actually seen Nwpo slow down, because some of the things that we saw him do when he first showed up in the show match scene were just insane. He would not stop going maximum speed, and that did result in getting some losses. He had a tough time taking down any of the top players because his addiction to speed would get punished by the best of the best. Now, he's been able to get some wins against a few of the top ones players, and I think that's come from wisening up a little bit in the way he uses his movement, but that doesn't mean he's really turned that much slower. He just has cleaned up the slight mistakes, and right now he's up 6-2 after pinching the ball with Ashley. Sending it away. Clean kickoff. Gets this ball so quick. Going straight diagonally into the ball instead of getting goal side, and he might have created himself another opportunity. Ashley to get up just barely, and look at Nwpo unafraid to back down. He did turn towards the play, and look at the pre-jump, the immediate pre-jump before Ashley had even started his air dribble. He just knew that that's where the bounce was coming. I mean, he's going to get scored on eventually, so it ultimately didn't work out, but he has a strong desire to be one step ahead of the play at all times, sometimes at the cost of a goal. Still a 6-3 lead for him. Ashley really, really needed that goal. Something about there only being 3 with a minute 30 feels much more doable than if Nwpo had managed to get that save. Oh, the pinch. Just barely wide. Nwpo, some boost, decides to go up to the high corner. He almost left the net open. I don't know what he was thinking there. He used up all 69 of his boost just to get to the ball high in the air and then pop it out to Ashley. It seemed like a straight pass. Luckily, his recoveries are so good that he was still able to cover the angle. But certainly now with 0 boost, he was left in a worse spot than he would have been. But, like I said, he is changing the game in terms of, you know, trying out these things that other players just aren't willing to do. And I think that's how he's found success in lots of different ways. Right now, he's looking to make a save from the inside of his net. Ashley never really forced anything that tough from him. I don't think the ball was ever headed in. But now Nwpo, the backflip. Sticking with the ball. Ashley thought he was going to be able to take control. Surprising him a bit as he taps it towards the net and in. 7-3, likely securing the game. In fact, when we're not in a show match, Ashley is going to agree. He's going to forfeit because Nwpo was playing a good game. But we got another one. We got Nwpo versus Toxic coming up next. Nwpo versus Toxic. This one a little bit more recent. The last one was in July. This one was during the RLCS World Championships that these two played. And another thing happened during the RLCS World Championships. It happened, well, I guess it didn't. It happened right after, because I want to say it happened sometime this morning. And that is, we have 20,000 homies here on the YouTube now. 20,000 YouTube subscribers. And I just wanted to say thank you if you're watching this video and you're a subscriber. I appreciate it a lot. 1/5 of the way to a YouTube play button. Maybe one day we'll be able to get there. It feels like a goal that I'll never reach, but so far I've met a ton of goals I thought I'd never reach, so why stop now? But thank you to the subs. If you haven't subbed and maybe you've been watching the videos and enjoying the show matches and replays that we cover, I'd appreciate it if you could help us get towards that goal. If not, just enjoy the video as we watch more Nwpo and Toxic. Nwpo got both of his boosts stolen, and now he's grabbing a ton of pads. He actually got pretty high. He got all the way up to 60, but maybe focused a little bit too much on regaining boost when he should have been thinking more about pressuring the ball. Toxic's able to flick in for his first. We actually saw Nwpo just in the last game do a ton of pressuring. I wonder if his playstyle had changed on this day or even just a slight month later to be a little bit more passive. Because look, this goal line save and then countering. That's not the Nwpo gameplay. Nwpo is speed, challenge. Not play a shadow defense and counter, but I mean that's nobody's game right there. Leaving the net absolutely wide open so that Toxic can slam it directly in is not what he wanted to do. I mean, Toxic is good at kickoffs. You know, he was picked by his peers in one of my videos where I interviewed the top ones players and asking them about superlatives. They picked Toxic as well as Moxie and KV1 as the best kickoffers in the game, but not because the opponents just move out of the way for him. Usually they have to work much harder, but Nwpo gets one right back, 3-3. Another diagonal kickoff. Nwpo earlier was flipping through the diagonal kickoffs on that straight diagonal. Now getting more goal side. So a lot of changes, it seems, in the gameplay between previous Nwpo and new Nwpo as he just barrel rolls and randomly uses an empty jump to push himself back down to the ground and then, of course, gets a goal from it. That is just classic Nwpo, where he moves around the field as if it's a kind of freestyle competition. There's really no reason and no advantage gained from doing that, but he's able to get a goal. And I think if there really was an advantage to gain, which, to be clear, I don't think there was in that specific play, I think that just playing with that kind of speed and that kind of flow as he has ranked up in the game has just led him to finding opportunities to make plays that other people can't and to work on his mechanics and recoveries to get him to a spot that other people have not been able to reach. And at the very, very least you could argue is maybe he was trying to kind of keep Toxic busy mentally as he approached the ball, thinking he was going to do something different, but I think that would be a stretch. Nwpo, this reset is aimed on the outside of the post, and so he wisely doesn't use the reset, lets it fall back down to the ground, and catches it before approaching too close to the net where Toxic can get a touch, and he's able to squeeze it in on the other side. And now he's up 5-4, and he prioritized the ball over the boost. And Toxic is punished because of it. To be fair, Nwpo wanted to race to the boost as well. He just now recognized that Toxic was going to beat him, so turned towards the ball and made the best of a losing situation. 6-4 halfway through the game. Just barely able to keep it that way is Nwpo, making a save off the post. Now high pinch out to the midfield. Just trying to buy himself some time to reset on boost. He's finally going to be able to. Toxic, I don't know what Toxic was hoping for with that pinch. He was never going to be able to follow it up for a shot or anything. And he did just lead Nwpo to taking his favorite method of attack, the air dribble, but leaves a bit to be desired. Not often does Nwpo leave anything to be desired on those air dribbles. Nwpo trying to read a crazy play. Just coming out of net despite Toxic having a tight angle, and he should have gotten exposed, but he didn't. He just flew past the ball and was able to recover in time. Now that was a mistake though. Low boost in net on the side wall. I think the right play would have been just to sit and wait or come back down to the ground. I don't think you want to use your 20 boost high in the air to get a soft touch, because it's going to be really hard to recover with 0, as well as having to wait the time to hit the ground. You know, I think that was a mistake by Nwpo, but it is a reversion to the kind of style we were talking about earlier, where he just goes. Oh my goodness, Nwpo just owned gold, and then Toxic just saved it. Nwpo made the mistake of slamming that in his own net, and then Toxic, who had pre-jumped to try and cover it, ends up flipping past the threshold of the goal and saving it off the post. Very unfortunate for Toxic fans. Nwpo in the air. What a great catch. Man, another weak reset. This is so unlike him. Toxic, is he choking the open net? He isn't. You better take advantage of a position like that. Nwpo's not going to give it to you that often. Toxic does. Still a Nwpo lead. Oh my god. I mean, never mind. A tie game as Toxic makes it 7-7. He has done a great job of mixing up the kickoff using those single jumps into the wave dash. I'm not even sure if that one was a wave dash that time. He just got pushed back down to the ground, but so quickly. He has the game tied. Toxic through the skies. Didn't get the reset, it doesn't seem. A quick pre-flip in order to stop Nwpo from countering him. Next goal, so crucial. Whoever is to get it, they can control the pace of the game in the final moments. Toxic gonna lob this one high. Nwpo able to get that save. Patience on the goal line. Soft touch in order to try and take it away. And that was a great play from Nwpo at first, because it takes a lot of nerves of steel to drop that ball halfway in the net. And then, though, Toxic came in and faked the challenge, and the patience ran out for Nwpo. Great patience to slow it, but then he tried to flip through the ball to challenge Toxic, who he thought was going to dunk the ball in. But he was wrong. Toxic had just baited him into getting rid of it, and now an easy net for Toxic. So credit to him, and half credit to Nwpo for not panicking at first, but couldn't resist the panic, and now the flick. I don't think he thought it was in. Must have thought it was going to bounce off that post, or thought, with how much time was left, his only chance of winning was Toxic missing, hitting the post, and then maybe the counter. But it didn't happen that way. So Nwpo is going to throw the forfeit with 9 seconds left to go. Sure, there's a chance he could get 2 goals, but he didn't want to try and get him. Credit to Toxic for getting the win. And hopefully we get to see more and more Nwpo gameplay, especially in ones, as time goes on.